Welcome back to Honest Tales. Today, we're diving into a story about two women, a magical golden fish, and a choice that changes everything. It is a powerful reminder that our desires can either lead us to ruin or to true happiness. This isn't just a fairy tale. It's a mirror reflecting our own choices, showing how greed can cost us everything, while gratitude brings rewards we can't even imagine. Let's see what happens when temptation takes hold. On a peaceful morning, two women were strolling along a riverbank, their laughter echoing in the crisp air. Life was simple, calm. Suddenly, a dazzling golden fish leaped from the water, its scales shimmering like 1,000 tiny suns. In a voice that was both ancient and clear, the fish declared, "I can grant you any wish." In that instant, excitement and wonder filled their hearts. But just beneath the surface, a powerful temptation began to stir, ready to test the very core of their desires. What would you wish for in a moment like that? The first woman, whose eyes were gentle and voice was soft, stepped forward, her heart filled with hope, not for herself but for her family. "I wish for enough food to feed my family and warmth to keep us safe through the cold nights," she said with quiet sincerity. The golden fish seemed to smile and, with a graceful flick of its tail, granted her simple, selfless wish. When she returned home, she found her table filled with nourishing meals and her small house glowing with a comforting, steady warmth. Gratitude overflowed in her heart as she shared laughter and stories with her loved ones. She realized then that true happiness wasn't about having riches, but about the simple, profound joy of caring for those she cherished most. Watching her friend's humble life transform, the second woman's heart twisted with envy. The simple comfort her friend received wasn't enough for her. She hurried back to the river, her mind swirling with dazzling dreams of gold, jewels, and unimaginable luxury. Standing before the magical creature, she demanded, "I want riches, sparkling gems, and a life of endless luxury." The golden fish looked at her with kind, knowing eyes and warned, "Be careful what you wish for. Greed often brings sorrow." But she impatiently brushed the warning aside, her desire for more blinding her to everything else. With a reluctant wave of its fin, the fish granted her wish. Her home instantly overflowed with treasures, yet the joy she had so desperately expected never came. Surrounded by all that glittering wealth, she felt a strange, cold emptiness beginning to grow deep inside her heart. At first, the woman with riches basked in her newfound luxury. She wore the finest silks and adorned herself with jewels, but soon the glamour began to fade. Jealous neighbors started whispering behind her back. People she barely knew appeared at her door, their smiles fake, their friendship offered only in hopes of sharing her wealth. Her heart grew suspicious. She started guarding her treasures day and night, haunted by the fear that someone would take them away. The more she had, the more she wanted, yet nothing could fill the gnawing emptiness inside. Her once bright laughter faded, replaced by constant worry and a profound sense of loneliness. Meanwhile, the first woman's home remained simple, but was always full of warmth and genuine connection. Friends visited often, not for what they could get, but for the stories, the kindness, and the shared moments of joy. She had little in terms of material wealth, but her heart overflowed with gratitude and love, making her the richest person in the village. The contrast between the two women became impossible to ignore. One was surrounded by mountains of gold, but felt utterly alone. The other had just enough to get by, yet was wealthy in happiness and friendship. It became clear to everyone that greed, in its quest for more, had stolen far more than it ever gave, leaving only shadows where joy was meant to be. Lonely and crushed by the weight of her own worries, the greedy woman returned to the quiet river, tears of regret streaming down her face. She called out to the golden fish, her voice trembling, not with demand, but with desperation. "Please, please help me," she pleaded. "I thought riches would make me happy, but I've lost everything that truly matters." The golden fish listened with compassion and replied gently, "True happiness grows from gratitude, not from an endless list of wishes. When you learn to appreciate what you have, your heart will finally find peace." Humbled and ashamed, the woman apologized, her envy finally washed away by her tears. With a soft splash of its tail, the fish forgave her, and all her riches vanished. She returned home, her spirit feeling lighter than it had in months. Soon she found herself surrounded by genuine friends and the simple joys she had once overlooked. At last she understood the real treasure was always contentment. The story of the golden fish teaches us a timeless lesson. Greed often leads to emptiness, while gratitude fills our lives with true, lasting happiness. It's so easy to believe that more money, a better job, or bigger wishes will solve all our problems. But real joy isn't found in getting more. It's found in appreciating what we already have and sharing our kindness with others. So take a moment to reflect on your own desires. Are you constantly chasing the next big thing, or are you cherishing the good that's already in your life? Remember, contentment isn't about settling for less. It's the greatest treasure of all. If this story touched your heart or reminded you of a similar experience, please share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more inspiring moral stories that help us all grow a little wiser and a little kinder every single day. Thank you for watching.